Welcome, everybody. It's episode number 43 of the PokeGuardian podcast. I'm Taj, here with Zakariya as usual, and we're joined by a special guest today, Ryan, also known as British Gaming from Kādo Collectables. So welcome, Ryan, to the show.
Hello, guys. Thank you for having me again. It's been a little while.
And Zakariya, as usual.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
So yeah, we're looking forward to this one. It's been a little while since our last podcast, and it's always good to have a guest on the podcast as well. So let's start off the show as we normally do with our card pickups. So Ryan, as you're our guest, you can start it off. What's your latest card pickups? I know you got some spicy stuff. You do pick unique stuff, don't you?
I do my best, and I don't have the Master Oil anymore, so I really have to try a lot harder now. Since selling the Master Oil to cure my broken heart, I have gone out and purchased a couple of the Creatures deck cards. So hopefully you can see those from here. I have the Tapu Lele Creatures deck card with the 25th symbol on there, and it's got the a slice of 2017 on the back. That's a PSA 10, and I also got a second one, which I thought was pretty cool. It's the double colourless energy. Same thing, you have the stamp here, PSA 10, and on the back it's a little slice of 2013. Bit of corporate history. And it's got a Wii U on the back. I don't know what game they're playing, but I don't know if anybody actually had a Wii U. But yes, those two cards are sort of my main replacements for the Master Oil, and I'm very happy to have found cards like that in such good condition.
They are some unique additions to your collection. For those who don't know, these are particular cards were given in a deck to a certain number of Creatures employees. We don't know how many, so the population of number of these cards out in the wild is unknown. So to be able to own one of those is obviously a privilege indeed. So yeah, and PSA 10 as well. So congratulations on those purchases,
Of course. Ryan. Thank you very much.
Zakariya, what have you got for us this show?
Yes, a quick sample of what I picked up recently. This one is a Portuguese Lugia V promo.
Nice.
My friend from Pokémon League. Of course. But no, my friend went to, what's it called again? Latin America Internationals. Yep. And picked this up for me. And I'm very happy with this one. And you don't see this every day. So,
no, does it have some texturing on it? It looks like it's got...
No, it's just... No.
It's just the way that the patterns... Glowing.
Yeah, some embossing.
Yeah. Looks really cool.
Here's one, a funny one. Halloween Pikachu.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I mean, I got this via Pokémon League, and in order to get this, you have to buy that Trick or Trade booster pack.
Trade, yeah.
Yep.
So, that saved me a full pack. And another one is... I'm loving it. Yes.
That's the same
McDonald's.
One?
Same
one.
art.
McDonald's version, the hollow, yeah.
Little Pikachu collection coming on, Zach.
Yeah.
You got more Pikachus than Lugias today. It's very cheeky.
There's one nice video upcoming, I can tell you, on my channel, PrimalLugia. And to start off the new year is, one booster pack of Silver Tempest.
Are you opening it now?
I'm opening it right here, right now.
Let's see. It's got the Lugia artwork on it, right? On the front of the pack? Yeah, yes. It's going to be the lucky pack, isn't it? Yeah, there you go. Let's see what's in it.
Come on.
Oh,
big. Come on. We got this.
What we got?
I didn't know we were bringing packs today.
Oh,
nice.
Truddigan, nice.
And a Talonflame. That is not bad.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good pack.
Listen, character rare can't go wrong.
You can't
not gonna complain. Really like this one.
Oh, I really wish I had some packs now. I don't. Anything. I got boxes.
Should we do a booster box opening? I've got a booster box of
I've got some as well. Should we just spend the first 2 hours just opening up booster boxes?
Yeah, should we open some shiny treasure? Yeah.
Oh, you got shiny treasure? I got 151 and a black flame.
I've got 4 boxes of shiny treasure EX sitting here, which I haven't got round to opening, but some awesome purchases there, and trades, should I say. I'll just go through a couple of cards that I've got. I mean, I've got a lot of the... I've got some of the... picked these up really cheap. This is why I haven't opened Shiny Treasure EX. Shiny Treasure EX, because it's like the first high-class set of the set, it's not overwhelmingly amazing, so... And cards are really cheap, so I picked up a lot of the
Ooh.
SSR cards, really, really cheap. This is like, I think this is cheaper than me buying a booster box at MSRP was to pick these up. So
it seems about right.
It's ridiculous, how cheap they were.
Is.
And I did get all of the SR cards as well. So here's our man with his amazing quiff. There we go.
Is that Clive?
Yeah. And talking of Clive, I think the best card I did purchase was the only SSR I've got so far from the set is the wonderful Clive SAR. Really love the sort of chibi cute artwork on it. Looks absolutely amazing. Do love that card. So yeah, that is it. I am sort of mainly focusing now, not opening much Pokemon and just purchasing sort of odd cards here and there for my collection as I've shifted my collecting goal to other card games.
I've seen a lot of people doing that though, Taj. Just Pokemon doesn't feel as just all consuming as it did a year or so ago. For a lot of people, I see moving TCGs or merging their TCGs, and I think the One Piece card game coming out in general, and then we had the live action, which a lot of people really enjoyed. Got them into the manga and subsequently the card game. I feel like Pokemon is I don't want to say taking a dip. Yeah. But it feels like it's in a lull point, doesn't it?
Personally, I think it's a 6-year cycle that we've seen with Pokemon, where it's I think people are the artwork. Don't get me wrong, character rares are looking amazing. There are some great cards out there, but when you come to a new generation and a new set, they like to keep it toned down, as the three of us know in the first year. They don't go over the top and try and save stuff for the second year, then ramp it really high for the third year. And I think this year being the low introduction, we still got the character rares, but everything else, there's not been that much pop. And I think a lot of people joined the collecting during the pandemic. Then there are some of us older collectors who've been here from before. And I think just for me, I started collecting because of my son. He's moved on. I just mainly collect Japanese myself now, but the sort of excitement has gone a bit, I think, for me, as far as the collecting's concerned. So I'm being a bit more particular now about what I purchase, rather than trying to sort of catch them all and try and build a collection and sets. It's more around being particularly sort of selective about what I'm picking. And there are some amazing artists now in Pokemon. There's amazing artwork, so there's definitely enough to choose from, but I think the hype is gone from opening, and some of that's down to, I think, knowing that you got a extremely rare, extremely valuable card where there aren't so many in recent sets that we've got. It's the chase element of it has sort of died down a bit this year, I think, but we'll probably see that again in the next year or two. But yeah, I think you're right in that sense.
Interesting. Well, let's see how things progress over the next year or so. You're bang on with, start of a new generation and stuff like that. It does tend to sort of start in a lull period after the excitement of, it's a new generation wears off. All the sort of gimmicks.
Exactly.
They hold back, such as art rares and character rares. They save for later on. So it'll be interesting to see what we do get going forward in the next couple of years, definitely.
Yeah, talking of which, that nicely brings us into the first element. Scarlet and Violet Wild Force Cyber Judge officially revealed the first sets from year 2 of the current era, should we say. Yeah. So, Scarlet and Violet year 2 begins with SV5K and SV5M, which are the Wild Force expansions and Cyber Judge. They were revealed... I think they were revealed at the Japanese Champions League live stream.
Something like that, yeah.
From Kyoto. These sets are releasing January 26th, so we haven't got too long, 10 days away from when we're recording this. We have got some new reveals as well. Zakariya, do you want to talk about the new type of cards that have been announced in this set?
Well, there are some new cards, but then it's kind of returned ace-pack cards, which were previously teased during Worlds, are officially returning in a set. And a big one is essentially a reprint that's Master Ball Ace Pack. And it's funny because the original Ace Pack Master Ball is actually 1-to-1, so you can actually purchase, or if you still have, if you're an old player, you can still use this. So that is a very nice touch. But this set is very experimental. But on the other hand, we've discussed in the intro, indeed, there's many, new experimental Pokemon in there. Paradox Pokemon still continue. But then they have old-timers, right? Like Gengar EX, Scizor EX as well, which is a very good move, right? They are good at are balancing sets, right? They introduce a new Pokemon, of course, it has to be done. But then you have Gengar and Scizor, right? Which I know many fans of those exist. And all it takes is one nice special art for it to be a big set. It's just how it is with Pokemon. Gengar is a very safe play.
Yeah.
And hopefully it will get a special art. I don't think it will. They've already revealed a lot of special arts. But who knows? But other than that, I think it's not my type of set, to be really fair. I think it's a bit too much of those, ancient and future Pokemon. But for game mechanics, it's a very, very strong set. I'm not gonna lie. In terms of collectability, the art is there. It's perfect, in my opinion. If you've seen some of those special arts, and Archers as well, they are fabulous. I think one of the best in terms of art style. But yeah, sorry, I don't like these Paradox Pokemon. It's just
I think we often find a disconnect, don't we, when we've got like a brand new Pokemon, such as these forms. Like we've had previously with, I can think off the top of my head, the origin forms of Dialga and Palkia. Those particular sets, people were very interested in them. Same with the sort of Calyrex forms. As soon as Calyrex came out, they came out with those two sets. I know, Zach, you're very interested because there were some nice Arita cards in those sets, and I know you pulled one as well, and along with the best trainer. But there's always seems to be like that sort of disconnect when you get a new set like this with brand new Pokemon.
Yep.
Lots of people wouldn't have even played the DLC just yet, or even got that far. So the interest in general for this type of thing is quite low, I think, typically.
Yep. Bianca is back though from since Black and White, so starting off again, they are balancing things out, old and new. But is the old stuff enough for people to just buy the set? I don't think it will.
Yeah, no. I think you're right. The balance of, obviously this is quite a player focused set. As usual in Japan, every year at the start of the year, the first sets usually come with a premium trainer box. In this case, they've introduced the two splits of boxes, which are the starter deck build sets. So we get this pattern, which I've explained many times on the podcast before. You know, you in the summertime, you get a cheap starter deck, which you'll sit down in a restaurant and play against someone while you're waiting for your food or what have you. You know, to really try and introduce people into the game, which costs like £2-3, like $5. You then get the high class set at the end of the year for those people who've then thought, oh, actually, Pokemon's a really good card game. I want to get the cards that were really popular and playable from the year. Oh, I can't get them because the sets aren't readily available. A high-class set has 190 reprints, almost 150 odd, to put those playable cards in people's hands, but then also has a special aspect to it. And then in January, once those people have got those cards, you need the staple, you need energy cards, you need the staple trainer cards, stadiums, etc. And that's where these, usually the premium trainer box would come in play, where it would give you all of that ready to go in a box. And this year they've mixed it up a little bit. So we've got these starter decks. We've got the Ancient Koraidon and Future Miraidon EX starter decks. They're 3,600 yen each, which is a really good price. You get 228 cards in there. You get a 60 card deck pre-built in there. You get 168 deck building cards. So as I was saying, 12 Pokemon, 38 trainers, 6 special energy, and the 112 energy. In Japan, you don't get energy cards in the packs, so you have to buy them separately. So this gives you that. And then you've got a card storage box, which is essential, damage counters. So it gives you everything you need, really, to start playing. If you've now built your collection up, you've got the high class set, you've got those play sets of cards. This gives you everything else you need to sort of go and start playing competitively. So I really do like these products.
One thing that started the deck and build set, the Master Ball Ace Pack is exclusive to that product.
Yeah.
So that makes it already very interesting if you are, of course, a player, right, in Japan.
Yeah.
It's a very good move, honestly, because if that Master Ball wasn't included, then and those exclusive cards as well, then the interest would have been way less.
Absolutely. And with A-Specs, correct me if I'm wrong, it's only one per deck, isn't it? You're allowed to have of each. Yeah.
Yes.
So, you've got the one that you need. It's not going to be like people are going to be clamoring to buy 4 of these boxes for a play set. You're only allowed one, your deck, similar to like the Radiant cards. So it will, get people to buy one of each maybe, or one, just so that they can have that for their deck. So yeah, really nice product. So I think those will be popular amongst players, not so much collectors, but then the sets themselves as well are quite interesting as well. So yeah, retail price on those 5,400 yen, as we've come to expect. 30 packs in each of those booster boxes, 5 cards per pack. So it's a standard double set, not a small box, regular size box with 30 packs. So interesting to see, and obviously there's some really interesting artwork. Check out PokeGuardian for the official post on this. It's got the official artwork on there as well, showcasing the ancient and the future Pokemon from this set. So we'll move on. Let's have a look at Temporal Forces. So this was revealed. Upcoming set coming out in the West on March the 22nd. And obviously this is going to be the English version or foreign language version of what we were just talking about, the Japanese set releasing in January, the double set of Wild Force and Cyber Judge. The international version is obviously going to be this, Temporal Forces. So what are your initial thoughts having seen this? Obviously there's pack art as well, showcasing four of the future and ancient Pokemon on there. Anything that sort of stands out for you guys, Zakariya?
Nothing in particular, if I'm already honest. It is nice that the art rares, what are they called again? Let me have a look. Fluttermane and what's it called? Iron Thorns are Elite Trainer Box promos.
Yep.
Which, to be fair, it's what they are doing with them is very nice. The past year or so, just Scarlet and Violet. But honestly, what is very important is, nice to hear for many, the Build and Battle Stadium is gone.
Yep. That is
discontinued, and it's been 1.5 years too late, if I'm really honest. It was, in my opinion, right, a nice concept during the pandemic, right? Yep. When pre-releases weren't a thing anymore during that period. But then ever since the pandemic is over, it's an expensive product, and not many people had interest. You will always see this box discounted. But other than that, for Temporal Forces, I don't really have much to say. As usual, those 3-back blisters, the promos are very nice. And I truly think with the new Scarlet and Violet, Cosmos Foil borders, I think these are fantastic.
Yep. Really
urge everyone to pick up some, if you like it, of course, right? And so far, these are exclusive art as well. I haven't seen them before. I think they still need to be revealed in Japan. But other than that, what do you think, Ryan? I don't have anything much more to say.
Again, it's just a disconnect, isn't it, with like the Future Nation things. Do we normally get 2 different ETBs? Is that a fairly new concept?
No, it's not a new concept.
We do get it occasionally, but not every set. Yeah. So
Is this the first time where they've got different promo cards in?
No.
So you feel obliged to do it?
No, we had it with Koraidon and Miraidon and early days. I think the first set was Scarlet and Violet. We had 2 separate ETBs for that, and they had the separate promos in those, and the Pokemon Center exclusive ones had the stamped version of each as well.
Yeah. I see. Well, there's an incentive to get 2 different boxes if you like.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any preference over the future or ancient ones?
Future.
Yeah.
Future as well.
Yeah, I think I'm future as well myself, to be fair.
It's a Suicunosaurus for me. I don't like it.
I mean, I'm seeing some of these Pokemon for the first time, and looking at that Raichu giraffe is just like, it's just like, why did they make it a giraffe with a big neck?
Oh, the Raikou.
That's what I want to
Right.
make.
Yeah.
Make more giraffes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer the future ones, but
Yeah.
I think it's a cool concept. But
Yeah.
again, it's just a disconnect with the general set. And we'll have to see what sort of illustration rares are in the set before we get carried away with it, I think.
Yeah, and we're not far off seeing all of those, obviously, because the Japanese release is in 10 days. So we'll start to see all those character rares getting dropped probably this Friday. Onwards, we'll start seeing the official reveals for those. But talking about Build and Battle Stadium, obviously not a very popular product, but I thought it was a really good product, but I always thought it was overpriced for what it was. If it was priced the same as an ETB, it'd give people an alternative. And, because you're getting the 2 pre-release promos in each of the Build and Battle kits, which are nice and unique and a bit different. And it's a quick way for, if people wanted to just sort of like, almost, it's like a draft format, open up a Build and Battle Stadium, build your decks and play against each other. It's a good weekend sort of like sit down gameplay event, that you can do with someone. But yeah, shame it's gone. I think there was no harm in having it as a product because it didn't take away any other product. But it wasn't very popular. I never purchased one, and I don't know anyone who did, unless they bought it in a sale. So yeah, it was one of those products which very niche, let's say. Yeah. So yeah, maybe they could put their efforts into making better products elsewhere. But yeah, as you say, it's quite nice to see these exclusive promos in each of the ETBs. I do like the fact that they're adding promos in ETBs, and they're all really desirable, like character art, rares. Artworks, not just sort of a standard promo. So you've got the full art, really unique styling of these. So yeah, really good to have those in there, and really gives you a bit more of an incentive to buy an Elite Trainer box. But yeah, so this is these sets, as we said, drop in March the 22nd. More information will come out as we go along. But as always, check the PokeGuardian website for more information. Let's move on. So the Pokemon card game January 2024 merchandise reveal. So this is quite fitting here. We've got some stuff that was revealed. So this is on the official Pokemon Japan website. They usually do a reveal and showcase items on there. And we saw quite a lot of good stuff. And I know Zakariya is going to be very excited about a couple of the sleeves maybe. There's some really nice deck boxes and playmats as well. So let's talk through those. So do you want to talk through what we've got coming, Zakariya?
Yes, first of all, it's a new kind of product. It's called Pokemon Card Game Deck Sleeve Collection Ancient and Future. And what is this? It's a box of 10 different deck sleeves. And in each essentially deck sleeve, you don't know what you're getting. So it's like a random gacha style product. If you buy the full case of 10 deck sleeves, you get everything, right? Get all different deck designs. But yeah, what I've seen, yes, it's quite popular from what I've seen on social media, right? Because first of all, the designs are very nice in my opinion. If you don't like ancient or future Pokemon, of course, that's your thing. But yeah, this is a brilliant design, right? Yep. This is how you sell, in my opinion, those products, and it will sell likely. I don't think it's a lottery product. I think because it will also be available at Pokemon card gym stores, which is like a Pokemon League equivalent of Japan. But yeah, that's a cool product. Everything released on January 26th, by the way.
Yep. Just on that though, I mean, Ryan, Zach, what's your opinion on selling sleeves in a blind bag, essentially, for the same price as it would cost you to buy sleeves that you're buying off a shelf in a Pokemon Center?
Don't like the sound of that.
Yeah,
it seems a bit strange to me. It's not like it's a rare card or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I personally think when it comes to sleeves, you're going to be very subjective about what you want to sleeve your decks in. And if I'm having a 1 in 10 chance of getting the deck sleeves that I want, it's going to be like, I'd rather just go and pick them up off the shelf and pick the ones I want. It's a great way for them to manage their stock. I suppose, because they're going to get an even amount of each being sold because no one's going to know what they're getting. But from a consumer point of view, you'd want to pick the sleeves you're going to get from the shelf and pick the design that you really want to pick. So for me, there's no incentive because it's not a cheaper price. It's exactly the same price as you'd pay for sleeves anyway. I think it's, I'm not sure about this myself.
I do think certain stores will just let you open it and see beforehand, right? There's no you get you get every design in one full box, so it's nothing like you are missing out on. But hey, this is something Pokemon company tries, and it worked before, right? With the Paradigm Trigger mystery box, which is a big one, by the way. Yeah. But this is not the last time we are seeing these gacha style products. I do think it's nice.
They love the gacha stuff, don't they?
Yeah, of course, right? It's peak Japan, right? If there's...
I can just see, like, even the set of 10, people would no one's going to buy it. But I just don't feel like I would go out and buy 10 different deck sleeves in a set. I don't play the game, but even if you do, I don't know what you do with 10 new deck sleeves. I could just see stores opening up all the packs and just selling them off individually.
Yeah, would make sense. Looking further on, there's a Bianca range of stuff as well, isn't there, that we've got here? So we've got the sleeves, which again, 889 yen, but this time you know exactly which sleeves you're getting. We've got the deck box, 500 yen, standard, very nice, solid style Velcro deck box with the artwork all around, 500 yen that, and it comes with 2 deck dividers in there, which is quite nice. And then you got the playmat featuring Bianca as well, which is 2,970 yen. All these go on sale the same day as the new set's released, January 26th. So if you're going to go and pick up the new set, you can pick up these on the same day as well if you're near a Pokemon Center in Japan.
Or a gym store.
Sorry?
Gym store as well.
Or gym store as well, that's correct. An official Pokemon gym store as well. And then we've got the Gengar, Gloss Gengar, Premium Gloss Gengar sleeves. So we do have premium range of sleeves. We've had these in the past, like Umbreon, didn't we? We had a Umbreon one recently, and I think there was a Pokeball one as well, like silver on black. So these are the high sort of gloss premium sleeves. These are 990 yen, so only about 100 yen more than your standard stuff. These are coming out on the same day. We've got the Gengar box as well, and we got the 4-pocket binder. 4-pocket binders, not very popular here in the West, but they are a bit more portable. And we've seen them in collection boxes in Japan in the past as well. But the artwork, who's the artist who's done this art?
This is Arai Kiriko, I believe, the one that did Star Me, Star You in 151.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks very familiar, this artwork. Nice. It's very nice indeed, yeah. So what are your thoughts, guys, on the Bianca products and the Gengar?
Ryan first.
Gengar over Bianca. I think a lot of people might feel the same. Same way. Although Zach, I think you might like the Bianca a bit more. I got a feeling that you're more of a Bianca man.
I honestly think the Gengar stuff is amazing. The only thing is that I missed is a playmat. I think that would really, really pop things off for many years.
You said it. You've ruined it for me.
I
think they should have sacrificed that 4-pocket folder and given us a playmat instead.
Yes. I can see it holds 80 cards. I don't know any sets with 80 cards in. A lot of the Japanese ones, after you get the secret rares.
It's a useless product to be.
What are you going to put in it?
Yeah, these are like the little folders we get. Like what was the most recent one we got? I can't remember now, but we've had loads in the past,
Balafin.
Like with a V-Union stuff in, I think, didn't we?
We had like the 151 stuff with the tiny, weeny little binders, didn't we?
Yeah, those were like small 2-pocket ones, weren't they? I think.
Who uses those binders?
Those 2-pocket ones, I mean, those 2-pocket ones are great for your trades. You can pop them in there, stick it in the back of your jean pocket, and they fit. These 4-pocket ones, the way that the cards slide into these, they've got the flap on the top, obviously, which is good, but they feel a bit flimsy-ish, the pages, because they're so much smaller than the bigger ones. I'm not a fan of these, but, like I said, in Japan, these might be popular because you could put a play set on each page of each card. So if you are sort of trading play sets, if you're a player maybe, it might be something you want to use.
I think you have to really look at from another perspective, right? If you are a beginner, right? And there's many casual people, right? You have to understand Pokemon is. I saw like 3 months ago someone that's in a band, right? That's quite popular in Japan. Never had anything to do with the cards. Visited creatures, right? Officially, and then was out to teach to play the game actually, right? And then, oh, this is pretty. People see that art and see, oh, this binder is nice. I want it.
Yeah.
Right? And not even a player, not even a collector, just casual people, they have an eye for this.
Yeah.
And just like I said, you all agree, this artist is amazing. And I think that's what they aim for, right? Because they know that the collectors, they will buy other stuff. I think that's just how it is.
Yeah, true. And that's it. There's different type of people out there buying products for different reasons. So yeah, you're absolutely right there. So they would. But yeah, I remember we had like I've got a Marnie folder like this when we had those signature cards, didn't we? Yeah, correct. That size, 4 pocket. We've also got some more premium gloss sleeves. We've got the Miraidon and the Koraidon sleeves and deck boxes. Again, 990 yen, 500 yen for the deck boxes. And we've got the Skitty and Litten sleeves as well, 889. I don't know why, a bit of a Hello Kitty feel from these sleeves from me. It's very just kawaii. Yeah, very much so. Sort of two sort of kitteny type cat type things. Very Hello Kitty-esque colouring and styling, I think. But yeah, there's definitely going to be a demand for these sleeves, I think, from certain part of the collectors community. Sell. Yeah, they will definitely sell. Yeah. And then we've got the card box. I love the design of these. They look like books. So you've got the Scarlet and Violet card box. So it's a cardboard card box, 6 dividers in there. Suggested retail price of 1,485 yen. I really like the look of this. You can depends which way you're storing your cards, because you might want to have it on it. If you're going to have it sitting up like a book, you might you don't want to have it that way. It's going to be lying flat, because otherwise your cards are going to be going all over the place in there. So
how big are these going to be? How many cards are we talking? 6 dividers?
Yeah, there's 6 dividers. They are fairly large. If you look at the thumbnail of the video, they're definitely sort of, I would say, A4 almost size.
Oh, those are big.
Yeah, they look fairly large.
Look at the size of it next to that girl's head.
Yeah.
I think these will
next to
store...
the host's head there, yeah, very...
I think this will store like 3 ETBs, something like that.
Wow, they look pretty cool on display. I like them. I like stuff like this, or it's just, based on the books from the game. And, and it's very sort of subtle in that way. I think it would look nice, like you put it on a shelf or something like that, even with nothing in it, and it just looked pretty cool on its own. Yeah, I mean, I do love the design, because I remember I pre-ordered the Japanese games simply so I could get the art books which resemble these, but they were obviously a lot thinner than this. It looked a lot thinner, but they do look awesome. Yeah, I have to say. So those come out on January 26th as well. So nice bunch of products there, a lot of variety there for different people. So yeah, huge amount of interest for people who collect, play the game, and want to store their cards and protect their cards appropriately. So January 26th, as we said, same day as Wild Force and Cybercharge drops in Japan. Let's move on to a different part of the Asian continent now. In China, we've got a new subset of the Sword and Shield era. Remember, China started mainland. Is this mainland China, Zakariya, that we're talking about? Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So this is from mainland China. So they started very, very late. I think the Sun and Moon era only started, a year and a half, 2 years ago?
1 year ago, yeah.
1 year ago, and they've already caught up to Sword and Shield, and we're going to be getting on March the 1st in mainland China the equivalent of the Eevee Heroes set. So this is looking quite interesting. It's called 9 Colors Gathering. And as we said, it's one of the most popular sets that we saw coming out of Japan in a very long time, outside of any high class set. We all know the hype that was around this set when it first came out. We all know how collectible this set was, how many chase cards there were in this set. And I think it was one of the best sets I've seen in a very, very long time in Pokemon outside of High Class. If not the best
what you pull, I suppose, Taj, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I got very Gordy-fied when I opened Eevee Heroes. Yeah, Gordy was cursing me. But I did get one or two good pulls. I got a Sylveon VMAX special art from a single pack one of our friends sent us. So that was quite nice. And
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I have got like some very nice cards, including one in front of me that I had to purchase as a single by my favourite artist. The wonderful Espeon.
Nice.
Yeah, but there's some really amazing cards in that set. So, Zakariya, you've got a bit more know-how about this set. Why don't you fill us in?
Yes. The thing is, usually China doesn't do reveal trailers, teasers. And this time they did. So there's something big coming for the set. What is also very interesting is the artwork is different, of course, right? But you see Umbreon Dynamaxed. Only Umbreon is taking all the pack space, and they know, right? Yep. The Umbreon VMAX special art is most likely in there, and if you missed out on
towards the moon as well,
it's affectionately known as Moonbreon here amongst collectors in the West, isn't it?
Yes,
it's definitely a hinting at Moonbreon.
They know. It's just they have been looking at this product for 3 years. Pokemon companies Shanghai and Japan know the secondary market. They are not blind to the secondary market. They know Umbreon is a chase card, and so they will make it the chase card of the set. But also what is interesting is usually there's merchandise for releasing for all the sets, right?
Yep.
There's a chance that they will use some new art connected to Eevee Heroes. That is very interesting as well. But again, this is kind of a teaser reveal. We don't know much. We only know that Eevee Heroes is coming. What is very interesting, right? That is a question from to everyone. Will there be the VMAX promos in there? Or will it be a separate product? Or will it be a very rare promo in tournaments? The Jolteon, Flareon and Vaporeon VMAX special arts. If that's included in the set, right? Why I'm saying this? Their last set, which was inspired on battle styles, were focused on Blastoise and Venusaur VMAX. What China only exclusively got was a full art of both, the Blastoise V and Venusaur, never seen before. And on top of that, the VMAX cards had a Rainbow Hyper Rare, which is also exclusive to Japan. No, to China, Mainland China.
Yeah.
That makes stuff very interesting. There's a chance that something, I don't think it will, right? But who knows, maybe they will include the VMAX promos. And that will make things very insane if they do.
Yeah.
But other than that, Eevee Heroes, like you said, it's a product that sells itself. It's still very popular, right? People buy Korean boxes for a fraction of the price. Those go very hard, from what I've heard from store owners on eBay. Yeah, it's selling hard. Yeah. So what do you think, guys?
You're right. People can't get their hands on Eevee Heroes Japanese, so a lot of people do buy Eevee Heroes Korean. Yeah. And I see that all the time. People doing box breaks and things like that. Oh, Eevee Heroes, and you have a little closer look. It's like it's the Korean one.
Yeah.
And just the same. I feel like people are gonna have these out of China all over the world, trying to just open a little slice of Eevee Heroes.
Yeah, I think this might do for Chinese Pokemon what Eevee Heroes did for Japanese Pokemon, introduce a whole new base of collectors from abroad who have never thought about purchasing from China before would suddenly start looking at these sets. Make demand and availability very, very difficult. This set is obviously going to be... In China, they usually merge 3 or 4 sets into one set. I don't know what the case with this is. This looks purely to be like Evolving Skies Eevee Heroes sort of style set. So it's very much focused on that. They know how special this particular set is. They're making a big deal about it. And like you said, we've seen some adverts and trailers coming out of China as well. They've already had the Evolution sort of folders released in China quite a while back. I remember people were collecting those and purchasing those. Color matched, sort of dual color. I think the outside was the color of the Pokemon, and the inside matched the second color. For example, Umbreon was a black folder with yellow pages. I think Sylveon was like a pink folder with I can't remember, like light pink pages or something inside. So yeah, they very much know the draw of the Evolutions and how important that's going to be. And I think this could be a breakthrough product for the Chinese market as far as sort of international demand is concerned.
I will absolutely open some boxes. It has to be, right? They have the 25 card fat packs as well. Those are, in my opinion, super fun. But I am looking forward to the exclusive products they are going to reveal alongside the set. We've seen in teaser trailer a new Umbreon binder as well, right? I just can't wait to see all the merchandise. Espeon VMAX Special Art is also a Japanese promo. There's a lot to be to be seen, man.
Yeah, exactly.
This is bigger than you think. And I'm already getting messages from store owners. How can I get the set? Can you get me in touch with Chinese people? It's not a joke, right? This is serious business.
No, absolutely. March the 1st, this set's coming out. A lot of excitement. Stay tuned. There'll be more sort of, as more information comes out and obviously more trailers and stuff, keep an eye out on PokeGuardian's X/Twitter and the website as well for more info on this. So yeah, looking good. Right, we usually get trademarks coming out sort of this time of year, and we've got another one come out. So Nintendo Creatures and Game Freak have trademarked Stella Miracle, which usually you're very accurate with these trademarks, Zakariya. They usually do end up being set names. So this is being classified under Class 28 Games, Toys and Playthings, which the TCG also falls under. So Stella Miracle has been trademarked, which is Sutera Mirakuru in Japanese, I think.
It's good, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, what guesses? When do you think potentially this could be coming out, and what do you think it's in reference to?
I think it's first of all, I think it's a summer kind of set.
Yep. We usually see these sort of 6 to 9 months before the set's going to reveal, don't we? The trademarks.
September or I don't think it's June, but something like September, right? Like Raging Surf, that kind of set. What this might, it's very obvious, right? It's likely related to Terrapagos, which is the new DLC Pokemon, right? And it has a stellar form. It's very simple, actually. And if you don't know, right, I didn't know of that Pokemon before. I've seen some teasers of it, but it's like all types, and then of that the Terra type, you know.
Yeah.
It's very dumbed down. But what this is, also might indicate is, right, every year we have some gimmick cards like V-Union, the VMAX and V-Star. I think this may introduce a new type of EX card. I think Stellar Terra type cards.
Yep.
And that may be very interesting for the time being. And you know, Pokemon loves this to introduce this kind of gimmick style cards, and that's really it. I don't know anything more, and this is just my guess. If you know better guesses than me, go ahead. But I think this is it.
I think I agree with you, Zach, because when I think Stellar Terra type in the game is essentially using all the types at once, isn't it? It is a gimmick in the game, and it's definitely going to be some sort of translation of that particular gimmick over to the TCG. Whether your attack is now strong against any other Pokemon or something like that. Interesting to see, but I definitely agree with you in that sense.
It'd be interesting how they adapt that and put that into the card game. I remember back when we had Crimson Invasion, we started having those discs that could go on to Sylveon, Silvally, sorry,
correct,
which could change its typing. So it was an item card that you can attach to your Pokemon. It was a trainer card, I think, that you could attach to your Pokemon and change its typing. I don't know whether this is going to be just this is a Stella Terra type EX, or whether there will be some sort of mechanic where you attach something to change its typing. I don't know, but yeah. When I first saw it, Stella Miracle, the first thing that came to my mind was Jirachi, but obviously it's not to do with Jirachi. It's to do.
I mean, you never know, right? Maybe it could be included in there, right?
Yeah,
just with the Raging Surf.
Yeah,
everyone thought this is the what's the cheese string guy called again?
Goldengo,
yeah.
I always refer to the cheese string guy
because
he looks like him. I know who you meant.
Lawsuit pending in, but yeah, it was revolved around Garchomp, water type.
Yeah.
Terra type. Nobody had a clue, right?
Yeah.
But that just, like you say, Tosh, this is just pure speculation. It could be Jirachi.
Yeah.
Getting a Terra type, whatever, because the legendaries are actually in a DLC now from past generations.
Yeah.
So you may be onto something, Tosh.
Possibly. So yeah, it's all speculation at the moment on our part, but let us know what your thoughts are out there. Be interesting to hear what everybody else thinks Stella Miracle means. And we have had the jokes and the memes about Stella Artois as well, haven't we, Ryan?
That was me. Yeah, we have.
There are
only one way to open that set.
Yeah, there are other alcoholic beverages available as well as that one, by the way.
Right. The set Copperberg Miracle. That's the high class one.
That's the high class set coming out, yeah. Let's have a look at our final article then today. So Pokemon TCG Paldea Adventure Chest has been revealed. We saw this a little while ago, and the new Pikachu Full Art and Sprigerato EX cards have been showcased as well. So this is an interesting product. It's due for release on March the 1st, the same day that Mainland China is getting the Eevee Heroes set. MSRP of this is $49.99, so it's going to be the same here in the UK and Europe probably as well. $49.99 seems to be standard, that we just translate one-to-one from one region to another price-wise. And this is like a cardboard chest, and I think this is aimed more for new collectors, I think. But obviously existing collectors are going to be super hyped about this. Whenever you get a Pikachu character rare card, people are going to get excited. So what do you guys think?
Yeah, I think this is a interesting product. Personally, I think a little bit too expensive for my taste.
Yeah.
There's also a squishy Pikachu toy in there for some reason. Yeah.
It's a stress ball when you're losing the match. You can just give your little Pikachu a squeeze.
Yes. Squeeze that Pikachu.
Damn you, Pikachu.
No, it's I think it's a cool product. Six packs, but everyone wants the Pikachu Art Rare, the Sprigatito EX, which is not revealed yet in Japan. Same with the Pikachu Art Rare. It's quite interesting. I don't know how Japan will release or get this. I think it's like what Japan always does is like some small kid tournaments, right, at primary schools, and I think this could be something like this, right? Some basic Pokemon teachings. Hey, if you participate, you get this Sprigatito EX. I think it could be something like that. But and what is interesting is the Sprigatito is also on a Pikachu. That also could mean, right, that this was specifically made for Pokémon Company International. It's not a secret that Pokémon Company International commissions Japan for special products like these.
Yep.
That is very interesting.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, my personal thought is this is probably priced $20 too much. $29.99 would probably be a more appropriate price for what it is. But you are getting a lot in there. You're getting a sticker sheet. You're getting a mini collector's album. It's almost like an ETB to me, but with less packs. Yeah. So I think a $29.99 price point would have been the sweet point. And looking at, as you say, you've got Sprigarito in this one. What about the other two starters? So is this potentially a series of products they're starting off now? Maybe we'll get, we have these seasonal products that they release. So maybe this could be like the spring-summer version, and then we'll have an autumn-winter version of this box being released as well. So it could be a series that they're going to start doing regularly, a bit like the collector's chests we used to get, or we get I think this could be a direct replacement for those collector's chests potentially.
Yes.
When we first saw this, that was my immediate thought, thinking, right, could be Pokemon Company International trying to go a more eco-friendly route, get rid of those metal chests, bring in a cardboard sort of box like this. You know, it does have a thrill aspect to it. It opens up like a gift. You know, inside you've got these packs, you've got special stuff in there that, you know, as a kid, if we were to give this as a present to a kid, they'd love it. They'd open it, they'd find, you know, ooh, frames, amazing promos, a little mini album, and a little squishy in there as well. So and a sticker sheet. So I think it looks to me to be a replacement for those collector's chests. But yeah,
it's funny that you say it, because during Legends Arceus, right, they had two different types of collector chests. One is a paper cardboard version, and then everyone was, oh, is it really gone? No. Then the actual metal chest came as well.
Yeah.
I don't think personally, right? I think that from a perspective of eco-friendly, I think the metal chests are actually better eco-friendly, because those never are thrown away. When you recycle paper, right, it's less eco-friendly to just throw them away. If we talk eco-friendly, but I have no idea. The PCI is very smart. They have, I assume, whole departments that study this, right? And it's not necessarily eco-friendly. It's a nice way to say it's eco-friendly, but it's actually cheaper to produce.
Yeah.
Right. The cost price is lower, and you will get a nicer product. I think personally, these two promos should be in a collector chest. I think the collector chest, as we know, are very outdated. I think it's 7 years out of date. They should include some sort of special promo, like the Pikachu, right, or Sprigatito. But no, the Pikachu is amazing as a single. Can't really justify that price.
Yep.
What do you think, Ryan?
I think it's definitely sort of aimed at the younger generation. I think obviously with the stickers and stuff like that, it's more of like a gift for a younger person as such. And without the Pikachu promo in it, it just wouldn't sell at all, I don't think.
Yep.
I think that's probably the main selling point. And I think I completely agree with the price of it. If you are aiming it at like a younger generation, which they clearly are, they've got stickers in there, they've got a little squishy Pikachu in there. No disrespect if anyone really wants the stickers in the squishy Pikachu, I wouldn't mind them, but I can just see what they're going for. But £50 is quite a lot, isn't it, when you're sort of marketing it in that sort of way?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there are 7 promos in here, but I mean, out of all those promos, I think only one is a really desirable one, the Pikachu. Maybe the Spigarato, so EX. So you're getting 3 EX promos in here, and then obviously the Pikachu, and then just sort of 3 other Cosmofoil promos as well. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, I just think it's a little overpriced for what it is, but it is a nice looking product, I have to say, and there's definitely going to be huge demand for it, especially for that Pikachu promo. But yeah, anything else you guys want to add to that?
No. Yeah, I wonder how Japan will release this. That's my main concern. Yeah, because there's a lot of Japanese demand for this product, and I can't blame them.
Yeah, this product would sell by the truckload in Japan, just because of the styling of it, and what you get in. And I think this would be super popular if it was released in Japan like this, but I don't think they would get a product like this in Japan. But yeah, that promo, how would they get it there? Be interesting to see. I could quite easily see this Pikachu being a Pokemon Center promo, but it just sort of screams at me to be a Pokemon Center promo, you know, with the Pokemon Center stamp on it. But and there's a space there for it as well, just under that power mount to put that Pokemon Center stamp.
You might be right, but you can tell by the Pokemon that they've included, like it was specifically designed for the chest first and foremost.
Yeah.
Because all the Pokemon, the Mousehole and the Sprigatito and the Pawbot on it are the Pokemon included in this chest.
Yeah.
That's the theme of the chest.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
So whether they're going to carry on in Japan with the entire theme using all the Pokemon, or you're right, Taj, I could definitely see it as like just a casual purchase promo, which we've not had for a little while.
Yeah.
which would be better.
Yeah, and I think and the way they do that, I mean, releasing this in English makes sense first, and then if they were to release it as a Pokemon Center promo in Japan, the international demand wouldn't be as high as it usually is, which would mean that it would actually go into the right hands for like people going in shopping, and rather than having those people queuing up in front of the Pokemon Centers, getting you to go in and buy stuff for them to get the promos. We've had a lot of manipulation of promos in the Pokemon Center, which has caused them to really stop doing those, which is a real shame. But yeah, could be a way that they sort of maybe ease that if they were to do that. But we're not saying that this is going to be a Pokemon Center promo. That's just us speculating and sort of thinking out the box, but potential there for it. But yeah, really nice artwork on that. Really nice promo. Yeah, like I said, shame about the price, but I'd probably just pick up that Pikachu as a single myself. Would definitely not be buying this product for that price. But that's it, I think. That's pretty much everything we wanted to cover in this. Really want to say thank you to Ryan for joining us. Ryan, do you want to tell everyone about, obviously, what your social media and as well as your Pokemon business as well that you run?
Yeah, I'm personally at Braish Gaming everywhere, and Kādo Collectables for Japanese TCG singles and sealed products. We sell everything you could want. Nearly, probably.
So yeah, thank you very much. So do check out Ryan and obviously all his channels, and Kādo Collectables is a very good shop that's based in the UK, and they do ship internationally, don't you?
We do indeed.
Yep.
One word.
Excellent. Zakariya, any closing words from yourself?
Thank you for listening and watching as always. And Ryan, thank you for joining us in this episode.
Thank you for having me.
Yep, and I'm rebranded. I'm no longer PokeTaj. I'm TCG Taj now. So you can check me out on Twitter. My website as well, tcgtaj.com. And I will be, not Pokemon related, but I will be in Utrecht this weekend commentating on the One Piece European Championships. So please feel free to join me by checking my socials.
Good luck, Taj.
Thank you very much. And I will be, I'll share the links on there if you want to do that. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for joining us. We'll see you guys in the next podcast. Stay safe until then, and do check out PokeGuardian.com to keep up to date with all the latest news that's coming out from the world of Pokemon. Take care. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.